Okay, so my record up there, 127, was set with a controller on a TV. And I am familiar with this track. I mean, I'm not awesome, but I'm familiar with it. And I set the bronze with a controller and a TV. So now I'm going to see what I can do with a Fanatec DDL with the extra power boosts and the upgraded brake and paddle shifters. With all my settings, assists, set to default ABS, everything else is just off. Manual transmission. Oh, I haven't been playing for like 3 or 4 days now. Oh, it's so much better to be in the game than playing it on the TV with my controller. Oh, I'm driving down the track. Okay, I'm driving off the track. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take it a little slower because I clearly don't know this car. I don't know where my brake point is. I'm gonna try 300. Let me see. Nah, yeah, 300. That was slow. Okay, after 300, we're gonna go 250 next time. Yeah, there's way better drivers to learn from. I'm just having fun. And if you can tell me how to do it better, I'd be glad to take your advice. Just leave it in the comments. If you want to help me become a better driver, leave some comments. Whoa! Oh, yeah. Not how I wanted to take that. Let's just see what I get out of this, though. Some boards. Good stuff. Okay, 127. So what can I do with a penalized run here? No way did I even come. It's weird. Gotta get comfortable with this track. Alright. Well, look, 129 is with all that slop, without really. That was too low. It's clearly going to take 10 laps for me to get a good record here, I think. Or more. The thing is, when you jump from the controller to the controller is a purely, not a feel game. It's a purely, you know exactly what you want to do. You have to be real. Yeah, I don't know if you have to be conservative, but I have to be because I can't correct this fast. With this, I can like go into a slide and kind of control it. That was not good enough. So they penalize you and it carries over into the next lap because it's like they're worried you're going to get a unfair start on the starting line and boost your next lap, which I understand. Or you can just click retry. Please don't go red. Oh, I could feel the tires completely off there. No traction. 126, I've already beat that time. That wasn't very hard. course, I didn't do a ton of laps with the controller because I found I was actually getting worse at times. Maybe because I was pushing it more. I felt better. I felt better. Not enough on that. Okay, I said I was gonna go 250 or 200. What am I doing here? I don't even know now. 200. Yeah. I gotta beat that 126. Come on. Okay, full throttle here. Try better angles. Fuller throttle. Yeah, it can handle it. Nice. All right. Come on. Okay. Trail braking through here. Come on, trail braking. Not too much. Too much roll in the car for that. You know what? Instead of hitting reach eye, just keep going. I mean, you could. One theory is to keep hitting reach eye and master each corner as you go. I like to just lay it all out there so it's not so boring. Let me learn them all as I go. Maybe I'll get a better feel for the car and it'll all be irrelevant what I learned. I'm not an A+ driver, so I might be adapting to the track more than an A+ driver is. They just go, what are my marks? What's my angle? Now. Yeah, you can really push the S's here. Full throttle. No problem. Look at that time difference. It's way better. Yeah, well, it resets on sectors. That's better. Faster here. Not fast enough. Not pushing that out far enough there. Gonna get a red again here, aren't I, for that one? That would have been a nice one. Oh, it's terrible. And that's an important one because it sets up the S's here. And so far I'm going full throttle, which means I'm not getting the most out of that first corner. Yeah. Still, my best record is way back here on a slower, less acceleration on the S's. I'm not sure that was really necessary, but I took that line. I think, so I read this book. It wasn't about sim racing, it was about actual driving, but the reality is the sim racing's so good now. If you take the advice from those books, you don't need to learn from a sim racer. You can learn from a racer. Although there's lots of good sim racers to learn from, like Kirith and TG Tigney and the Keef, I think it is. All great ones to watch. Some of them do a lot more Gran Turismo. Like Kirith, he's interesting because he does a lot of different racing, and he does PlayStation, he does PSVR2. Most of his PSVR2 reviews, though, he never races in it. Never seen him do a race in it. If anyone has seen him racing it, let me know. I'll go watch the video. All I've seen him do are, hey, look at the snow track, offline, like an obligatory nod to PlayStation VR2. Where I live in it, I understand. I know, I get it. It is cartoony. He's right about that when he says that criticism, and he says it in the nicest way because it is the best experience you can get. I have my own complaints about where they anchor the view. I'm sure he believes that's true, but he feels like, you know, he's a racer, and he'd prefer to see the dashboards come up for racing than make it more like when you're playing on the flat screen. Which I agree with completely. I get it. He's right. You're at a disadvantage information-wise when you're racing in PSVR 2. To me, though, the fundamental problem is fix the VR experience, because that's why I'm here. Yes, I'll race. And you know what? I don't care if I have a disadvantage in PSVR 2, because I feel like it makes up for the fact, it's made up for by the fact that I see in 3D. I see the hills. I see the banks. I don't have to like go, wait, is that picture trying to tell me this or that? I can give you an optical illusion of a stairway that on a flat piece of paper, and I can tell you to look at it one way and then tell you to look at it another way. And it'll change how that looks. If I tell you to do that in PSVR 2, or in any VR for that matter, it won't matter. It's going to be a 3D representation that's actually 3D in your mind, the way you're perceiving it. It's not you forcing a 3D image onto something. Like when you're looking, everything that's rendered in this game, and on PlayStation for that matter, is rendered with a 3D engine that plays on that hardware, optimized for that hardware. So when you're watching this, when you're playing on your TV, you're playing with a 3D engine. The problem is your representation is 2D. Now, it's good because you see the change in perspective and you understand it, but not the same as this. Well, did I get a good 125 at least? Now I'm going to test the sliding here of this car, I guess. Oh, I lost it. Hit the brakes when you do that. When you totally lose control, just hit the brakes at that point. See, I didn't even wreck my car. My time sucks, but the guys back at the garage are loving me right now because I saved them a night of work, maybe several. And I saved myself a concussion and a headache. No. Okay, I gotta get serious now. I gotta drink some water here for a second and get serious and try to play. I just need a moment here. And in the house, people would think I'm insane, right? My family, but hopefully they understand what I'm doing. So PlayStation, Sony, if says video is paused, broadcasting only mic audio. If you're lying to me, oh boy, that would stink. Any noises you hear are background sound effects that I've added for your entertainment value only. Nothing here is actually taking place. Except racing. Woo, slidey. Right near the wall, come on. Oh. No, now mechanics are mad at me now. Messed up the car. You gotta take it into the pits. Ooh, this car, with these tires at least, so I can get it to slide a little. I don't have a handbrake. I'm not a drifter. I've said this a million times. I'm not a drifter. But that is fun there. Look at that. It must be fun to have that handbrake and try drifting. That's next year. I just want the stick shift. But at least I got a paddle shifter here, I guess. So I'm being accurate to the car. Not my favorite car to drive, but it's not bad. Is this front engine? I don't even know. Should probably look up what this car is before I go driving it. Nah, what would be the fun of that? Another no count lap brought to you by a penalty in the prior lap. See if I can catch my ghost here. Woo-wee! I've been taking this too hard. I gotta take it easier there. Yeah. Alright. Enough messing around. No, I gotta keep going. Whatever. That means I gotta take it serious for an extra lap. Alright, no crashing. No more crashes. My mechanics hate me. With this car, I'm guessing there are no mechanics. It's just a consumer car. Wow. Terrible line. And there goes another line. Or it was already gone. See, now in real racing, they say push the car to the limits, try to, you know, and then people say if you don't go over your limits, how do you know where the limits really are? You could be 2% away, or you could be 10% away, or 15 or 20% away. I know I can take these full speed without any issue. I got time to make up there for sure. I just need to take the other turns normal now and put a lap together where I beat my after S's time here. So Kirith came out with a good video lately. I gotta give him credit on this one. It was driving the non-racing cars and PlayStation Gran Turismo, and he said, you know, the roll, he's basically talking about the roll of the car, and I mean, it's not the same suspension as those GR3s or GR4s even, but this has a lot of power, this one, but it does have more body roll. So if you try to go through the bus stop too fast, it's not the same as the S's. The S's have a nice curve to them. This first corner, hang on. I need to put together a good lap here. I got a, for once I don't have a red time. Right. Concentrate. Up to 6. Yeah. Building up that. Alright, now I'm gonna go at Lost time there. A lot of time. Well, still better. No. Terrible first corner. That one, I know there's like a trick to a double turn in or something. You can press it down on the, I don't know. I've seen all sorts of stuff on that corner, and it still mystifies me. And it's the most basic corner in the whole world. It looks like it. I think it fools you with the runoff. And in NASCAR, to be fair, they use that runoff and they don't penalize them, which I get. They got a lot of cars, and it's a contact sport, NASCAR, whether they say it or not. It's not like Formula One. There's a little contact, but not the... I like that. Even slower in. Wait later to turn. Harder angle. I don't know, it feels good. Feels like that's what I've been missing that whole time. See, just pick a car and have some fun, learn. Then go back and listen to what experts say. Get a feel for it, go back. Not me, experts. I'm not used to hearing that engine noise. No. Got to keep it in fourth there. Fourth all the way around that curve. Right after the bus stop. Fourth gear. Had to downshift there to catch it a little bit more. It was definitely not the right. It was close, but that was a good run. Didn't count. Feeling good about this run. Gotta play it safe on this corner. Don't go too crazy. Shit. Blew that. Thought about it too much. Maybe a half second I got on it. Let's see. Maybe not. Nice. No. Alright, let's see where I stand here. I've improved. Probably still bronze. Wow, that's the marathon. Silver. Alright, we moved up to silver. Not bad. Can we get gold? Yeah, I'm not trying to get top 10 or anything, but gold would be nice. Okay, now I remember what Kirith was talking about. Slow onto the brakes, or I don't know what somebody was talking about. Slow onto the brakes with these cars. Not so hard onto them, because you're upsetting the balance too much forward. So slower onto them. Ah, had the right idea though. I got to work on that. All out, all out, all out. Early, early. Yep, nice. Yeah, way better. Way, way better. Okay. This ain't the car to do that with. You got to be on the accelerator a little bit. Okay. $123,939. Let me go see what it's like in a different car. Let's see. I don't like that corner. Oh. Okay, 106 in a GR3. 106.5. Let's try this thing. Let's see. Nope, short course. Short course is kind of fun. Alright, let's go. Well, let's put racing mediums on. That's what I was using on the GR3. I mean, yeah, you could say, why didn't I put sport hard on like the other car, but come on. This car wasn't meant to be driven with those tires. Couldn't handle it. Oh, that would have been out of bounds. Okay. 57.6. Oof. So wrong. No brakes is fine, but no letting off the throttle, not so fine. That was with brake. Okay. 56.1. I don't remember what the other one was. Huh. Okay, I'm ending the broadcast.